Are we back? We're back? I think we're back. All right, we're going to give people a minute to jump back on. Sorry about that. We might have, I don't know what we did, but we violated some kind of YouTube policy. And so we're going to try to not do that again. Maybe it was questioning Barton's bedtime. I don't know.
I think that's it.
That's probably what it was. So jump back on. Hopefully you're there. Make sure you keep talking to us in the chat. So let me give it a minute. We'll give it a minute for people to jump back on. We'll give it a minute. David, I was looking at your shirt earlier. That is a shirt from
Midnight
Cersei.
Oil. Yeah.
Midnight Oil, okay.
So Midnight Oil, if y'all don't know, it's a great coffee house in Cersei, Arkansas, which I go to and spend way too much money at when I was at school. It's really good. If you ever go, get the Black Bear.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
And maybe Uplift will happen, and we
Hopefully.
can go. If Uplift happens, we are all going to Midnight Oil together. It will be great. It will be great. Hey, if you could, all right, I'm going to have you text enter again. We lost everybody's entrance into our drawing. So make sure you type the word enter if you want to join our contest to win a pizza. Type the word enter. All right, so I have a few memes as we get started tonight. Here's the first one of how we're feeling right now. So this is the feeling that we get when lockdown ends. I don't know if that's right? We go outside for a few minutes and then we just go back inside.
Actually did that today. I decided to eat cereal outside.
Amazing. And you're like, oh, this is good. And then you went back inside.
Back
inside. Here's another one. If 2020 had a face, this is what the face would look like. That's pretty accurate. For any Office fans out there. Here's another one. Raw toilet paper for sale, just $20. Little assembly required for that. Here's another one. Mobile leads Alabama in citations for breaking virus curfew. I guess that's not really a meme. That's just a fact.
Sad.
That's kind of a sad fact, right? Stay home.
Stay home, guys.
Stay at home. Come on. Unbelievable. Here's another one. Social distancing and wearing a mask in public since 1978. So that's pretty good and terrifying. Don't forget to wash your hands. With the wearing masks, it's funny. My brother was pointing out to me how it used to be when he went out in public and he was around someone that was wearing a mask, he would get nervous. Yeah. But now when he's out in public and he's around someone not wearing a mask, you're nervous. So anyways, and then, that's it for the memes. All right, David, we're going to play a game, you and I, okay? And so this game is called Fear or...
I like the title.
Nah? Fear or nah?
Fear or nah.
Fear or nah. Okay, all right, so how it's going to work is we are all afraid of something, but can you guess the medical names of these common phobias? Okay, so I'm going to give you a name, and you have to tell me which one is the definition of it. Make sure that you play. Let us know your answer in the chat to these questions. This is very important. All right, here's the first one. Blinophobia. Is that the fear of slime, fear of blenders, or fear of balloons? What do you think, David?
I think it's the fear of slime.
The fear of slime, interesting. It is blinophobia. I should have put the picture in here. I have a fear of slime. And the reason was on Christmas Eve, Houston, my youngest, my 4-year-old, found some old slime from Halloween in the garage, and he put it in his hair. And it was, it almost ruined Christmas. We thought we were going to shave his head. We got it out. Mayonnaise is the secret, right? If you ever get slime in your hair, put a bunch of mayonnaise in your hair and it gets out. So I have blinophobia, actually. All right, here's the next one. Somniphobia. Is that the fear of dreams, the fear of sleep, or the fear of not sleeping?
I'm going to guess fear of sleep.
Fear of sleep?
Yeah.
That's correct. You're 2 for 2. Who has a fear of sleep?
I don't know. Not
it's
me.
like the best thing
ever.
Opposite. I desire sleep so much. Okay, here's the next one. Zoophobia. Fear of humans, fear of zoos, fear of animals. What do you think, David?
Probably fear of animals.
Fear of animals. You were 3 for 3. Incredible. Next one. Pediophobia. Is this the fear of children, fear of creepers, or the fear of dolls? What do you think?
Fear of children.
Fear of children. This is David's first incorrect answer. It's actually fear of dolls, which that doll is terrifying. That is a terrifying doll. There is no part of me that understands collecting old dolls? Like when
No.
I'm sorry if this is you or your family, probably your grandparents, but like when I'm sleeping at a house and I'm on a mission trip or something, you have to stay in people's homes sometimes.
Yeah.
And like there's like a creepy doll. Like I will put a blanket over it. I will put the doll away.
Atlanta mission trip.
Atlanta mission trip. Terrifying. All right. The next one, cryophobia. Is this the fear of ice, fear of crying, or the fear of choking? That's misspelled.
I'm going to guess fear of ice.
Fear of ice. Oh, you got it. All right. So what is it? 4 out of 5, I think, so far.
Yeah.
A couple more. All right. Nephophobia. Fear of candy, fear of coffee, fear of clouds. What do you think, David?
Fear of clouds.
This is a fear of clouds. Incredible work here. This is amazing. You're doing great. Dendrophobia. Fear of grass, fear of trees, or fear of flowers. Dendrophobia.
I'm going to guess flowers.
Flowers, I'm sorry, David. It is actually a fear of trees. Fear of trees. Some of these fears I do not understand. So you're, what do you got? 5 for 7?
Yeah.
Something like that? All right, last one. Yeah, this is the last one. Colorophobia, a fear of colors, fear of coughing, which would be very timely right now,
that'd be perfect.
or a fear of clowns. Not perfect. It would be terrible. Fear of clowns. All of us have a fear of coughing right now.
I'm going to guess fear of coughing.
Fear of coughing. I probably set you up for that
situation.
one.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
actually fear of clowns. Fear of clowns, which that clown is terrifying. Most of these things, like when I see the picture, I'm like, that's not a big deal. And you see the picture of it, and you're like, oh, that is horrifying. It's unbelievable. All right, so thank you, David. You did a good job. That might have been the best game performance
I'm actually really proud of myself.
we've had on this. I think you've done the
I'm
best of
actually really
anybody
happy.
on these
I'm going to
things.
celebrate later.
So, looking through the chat, some of you guys did okay. Braxton was just blowing it up with answers. You did a great job on it, Braxton. Barton has a fear of sleep. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
I
So,
believe it.
speaking of games, played a game with a few of our graduating seniors. They're having a tough time, right? This is a tough moment for them with 2020. Their senior year being ended sort of abruptly. And so had a few of them on a Zoom call, and we played a game together. And so watch this, enjoy. It went amazing. The game was incredible. So enjoy this game. We'll be back in just a second. I've got Grace and Ethan as a couple competing against Daniel and Matthew as
a couple.
buddies. No, not as a couple. As buddies, 2 friends. And we're going to see which pairing knows each other better. Here we go. First question. Grace and Daniel, what is the first thing that you will do after the quarantine is over? All right, Ethan, what did Grace say?
She wants to go to Disney.
Show us your answer. Go shopping. Oh, man. Matthew, what does Daniel want to do as soon as the quarantine's over?
Hang with friends.
Hang out with friends.
Show me money.
Play basketball.
You do that anyway.
All right, next question. What is your default Netflix show when you can't decide what to watch? Matthew, what's Daniel's go-to show?
I'm gonna go with a nice Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen. Thank you for that. Excellent. All right, let's see. Let's see what the answer is. Arrow.
So many options, bro.
All right, Ethan, what's Grace's go-to show?
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. Grace, what'd you put?
That's
Criminal Minds. That's a point. That's a point.
It's almost
for
like
the couple
they're
there.
dating or something.
Okay, third question for you guys. What are you most bummed about being canceled?
Easy.
Answer, what did Grace put?
Graduation.
Graduation, like the actual walking
Yes.
at graduation. All right, Grace, what'd you put? The Disney trip. Oh, we circled back. What did Daniel put? What's he most pumped about?
The NBA season.
Oh, the NBA season. I can see it. NBA, the
Mhm.
Lakers. Incredible. We're tied up 1 apiece. But now, Ethan and Matthew are writing answers. Daniel and Grace are trying to figure out what they wrote. Okay. If a stranger saw you on the street, how old would they think that you are?
That's a hard question.
That's a hard question.
If you're within 1 year, I'll give it to you. We'll start here with Daniel. What did Matthew put? How old would a stranger on the street think that he is?
24.
24.
I put 23.
Oh!
That's within a year.
That's backwards.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right. Grace, what did Ethan put?
18.
18.
Ah.
Hey, 17. All right, so both of you guys get a point. Who is the better driver, you or the other person? Okay, Grace, what did Ethan put? Who's the better driver, you or him?
Ethan.
Ethan's saying Ethan. He said he's.
Me.
Daniel's better driver?
Yeah.
Danny boy.
Okay, all right. Oh, we got a tight one here. All right, it's 3-3. Here is the last question. If it's still tied, we'll do a tiebreaker. What is the thing that you have most enjoyed about being quarantined?
It's easy.
It's pretty easy.
Daniel, what did Matthew put? Just no school.
What?
Playing video games. Playing video games. All right.
Oh, my
Having time to do so.
No point.
A little
So
bit
this
more.
is for the game. If you guys get this right, Grace and Ethan, you guys are the champions. Grace, what did Ethan put? What has he enjoyed most?
Playing video games.
Playing video games. What did Ethan put?
I put sleeping late.
Sleeping. Oh, man. All right, we're still tied. Okay. Here is the question. Give me an exact time. What is your average bedtime during this quarantine? Daniel, what is your average bedtime? Grace, what is your average bedtime? So whoever's closest wins. So Ethan and Grace here. What is Grace's average bedtime during this quarantine?
12:30.
12:30 a.m. Grace, let's see what you put. 1:30. All right, so we got an hour difference here. That's what y'all have to work with, Daniel, Matthew. Matthew, what did Daniel put? What's his average bedtime?
A solid 5 in the morning.
A solid 5 in the morning. Daniel, what's the
All
answer
right.
here? 5 a.m.
Yes,
We
sir.
got a winner. We got a
Easy.
winner. Unbelievable.
Easy.
What a shocking ending to that. Matthew and Daniel, you guys are better friends.
Hey.
Grace and Ethan, I'm sorry. 5 a.m. I mean,
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. Now, I mean, you live in the same house as Daniel.
Yeah.
Is this accurate, you think?
I mean, I believe it. I can hear him because our rooms are right next to each other, but I don't know because I go to sleep before then.
Do we think, I mean, Grace, Ethan, they didn't say anything afterwards, but do we think that Daniel and Matthew somehow cheated to get that answer?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Or are Matthew and Daniel talking so late and they just know?
I believe both.
I have so many
don't
questions.
know.
I have so many questions about this. All right, so I've got a second question for you. Here's the second question. Fill in the blank. I miss blank. I miss blank. What do you miss right now? What do you miss right now? Also, as you're answering that question, if you didn't do it earlier, make sure that you type in the word enter. I know our last live stream crashed, and so make sure that if you didn't do it this one, on the new live stream that we're on right now, make sure you type in the word enter so you're entered for our pizza drawing. Also answer the question, I miss blank. What do you miss, David?
Well, I really miss Midnight Oil. I'm not
Of
gonna
course,
lie.
I know.
But I also miss Harding and all my friends there.
Yeah?
I really love the community at Harding. I really love school.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was excited to visit family and everything, but to be cut off like this, like everyone else, it's not the best. I think
Yeah.
everyone knows that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I'm missing like live sports, right? There was this Jordan documentary this past Sunday that was really cool to watch and kind of at least tied me over for a little bit. One of the things I miss is like going to a restaurant, like sitting in a restaurant, getting unlimited chips and salsa or unlimited bread and just enjoying that time of being at a restaurant. I love that kind of stuff. So what do you miss? Let me see what some people put. Friends, I miss friends. You can still talk to your friends, but hanging out with friends, yes. The Goons. Dorian said the Goons.
Probably friends.
I miss RYG. RYG misses you as well, Leah. Friends from Hannah. RYG from Braxton. Christian is taking blame, by the way, for the last stream crashing. Shopping, Allie, shopping, okay. Shopping from Grace, man, yeah, a lot of people like to go shopping. And there's no point in shopping right now, especially for clothes. Like, nobody's seeing you, right? I'm actually the winner for only having 5 or 6 shirts. I think I'm the true winner.
That's really
in
nice.
this. Volleyball and friends from Emma. Barton says going to Walmart without a mask and not getting judgmental stares from old people. So that's funny, Barton. I like it. All right. So keep typing those in for the teaching tonight. Like last week, I've got another about 4 or 5 minute video. Want to show you, it is my voice talking. And so watch the video, listen to the teaching, and then we'll come back together. We'll wrap up and we'll do our drawing for the free pizza. There's a story I want to tell you. You see, this one time my mom asked me to come over to her house to change a light bulb. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tell that story again. At least not right now. But I do want to tell you a story that you probably have heard before. It's a story about a character in the Bible, a well-known one. His name is Samuel. When Samuel's a young man, he's in the process of becoming a priest with Eli. The voice of God began to say his name. Samuel, Samuel. At this moment, Samuel got out of bed, ran to Eli, and said, "Did you call me? Here I am." Eli, not knowing what he was talking about, said, I didn't call you. Go back to bed." For the second time, the voice of God called out his name again. Samuel got out of bed, ran to Eli, and said, "Did you call me? Here I am." Again, Eli shrugged his shoulders and said, "Son, I didn't call you. Go back to bed." For the third time, the voice of God called out his name again. Samuel rose out of his bed, went to Eli, and said, "Did you call me? Here I am." And at this moment, Eli understood that this was God calling Samuel. He told Samuel, "Next time you hear the voice, say these words, 'Speak, my Lord, for I am listening.'" Samuel heads back to bed, and he hears the voice of God saying his name, "Samuel, Samuel." And this time, Samuel stayed in his bed and said, "Speak, Lord, for I am listening." At this moment, Samuel realizes that God has a very special plan for his life. When it comes to this unique season, this different time in our generation, I believe that the church has been called to break barriers. That us as individuals have been called to make a difference, to find creative ways to be an example, to actively look for opportunities to reach out. What we've got to realize is we have got to stop considering it common what we experience in the natural world every single day. You see, when opportunity meets obedience, amazing things happen. And how are we being obedient to the voice of God in this current situation we are in? You see, the church and us as a body have not been shaken. Psalm 16:8 says, "I keep my eyes always on the Lord, and with him at my right hand, I will not be shaken." You see, faith is about allowing God to shape the direction of your life without seeking the details. Faith doesn't eliminate fear, it enables you to handle it. Because we can be so certain in one breath and so confused in another. God doesn't casually tell us to not be afraid, yet he says, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you." His voice is calling every single one of us today, in this moment, right now. And what we give attention to, we give authority to. Maybe a text is what needs your attention. Maybe someone else in need needs your attention. Maybe following through on that Bible plan needs your attention. Maybe you are not the only thing you need to think about, but maybe the people around you is exactly what God is calling you to right now. Today and forever, God is with you. Are you willing to listen to his voice and trust in him? Are you willing to say to God, "Speak, my Lord, for I am listening"? All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. The verse that we looked at in that video was from Psalm 16:8, which says, "I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken." To us, I think that's an important thing that we recognize, is that no matter what we're going through, and no matter what we're fearing right now, we know that the Lord is with us. And when the Lord is with us, we will not be shaken. Faith does not eliminate fear. It doesn't take away fear, but it does allow us to get through it. And it's possible that what we're going through right now provides us an opportunity to serve God in an amazing way. And so I hope that you can look for some of that this week. David, thanks for joining us tonight. We got one more thing to do. We're going to do a drawing for a free pizza. And so I'm going to have David press the button tonight. He's going to come over here. He's just going to click on the mouse pad right here.
Are you ready?
Right here. Yep. All right, here we go.
Who's the lucky winner?
All right, we're going to let it spin a little bit. Let it spin a little bit. All right, ready, and...
Leah.
Leah, congratulations.
Leah.
Amazing, amazing. Awesome. Well, we'll work it out, Leah, to get you a pizza soon. Congrats on the big win. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll do this again next week, and so hope that you can be back for that. Thanks again, guys. We love you. We miss you. Don't forget Sunday night, 6 p.m. I'll send out a link. Make sure to join us for the online area-wide. We'll see you guys soon.